yeah. This is like Thobela from Sawubona Music Jam. Actually, Sawubona Music Jam, it's a home of the creatives, basically for most of artists, from townships to other places around town, and any developing areas, basically, yeah. So it's what the artists, when we've gathered, we decided to create our own platforms, where we're helping other fellow musicians, colleagues, and we try to pass it on, our skills, to the youth as well, to those who lately never believed in live music and live performance and live, yeah. So we're trying to show another face of live music in a different genres, in a different approach, basically, in this digital world. Digital world, basically, it has manipulated a lot in the youth. Yeah, so now we just went, on this digital world, unaware that, it might lately corrupt our own creative in a way that we're unable to explore, especially art, in a true form of it. So as we created Sawubona Music Jam, that's where we actually explore that every Tuesday in Sawubona, in Soweto. That's where we do our thing. Oh yeah. Actually, being a baby project as it is now, still in a chain of being a bigger brand. So yeah, it's not easy to start, but we as a team, as collectively, as musicians and other artists, in different forms, we decided to try to create something that is gonna be on our own, and then whereby we can explore our creativity freely. We actually is located in a residential area in Soweto, in Sawubona. It's a challenge, yes, but we basically try to communicate with our fellow residents, our elders like us, so they could understand our craft, because we back in the days, musicians, even now, they always see them on screens and stuff, so they never had a chance to see musicians, like, hang with them. They only see us passing through, carrying maybe some musical instruments, but they never had a chance to see what are these people do with what they do, but they are able to see us on screens and so forth. So it's a challenge in our community to understand artists. So again, it's we still on that level, to try to communicate closely with them, to understand us, as an artist, basically, who do this craft, because normally we practice our craft out of these places. Normally where we play music, we have to go to town, we have to go to different places, whereby when we are hired to go and play for functions or other venues in town, but we never developed our own in townships. So it's one of the challenges that, with Sawubona, we said, no, let's develop our own. So we are located in a residential, in our own backyard, and then that's where we do, our sound. Another bigger challenge that we have, it's authorities as well, because as well they don't know, they have no background of artist anyway, so it's easy for them to practice their I would say yeah, what they've been hired to do, to just be out there and try to explain themselves to, as authorities, but it's hard for the artists because we, as millions as we are in Soweto, we don't have places where we can practice our craft. I don't know, or maybe it might in future ring a bell on one of them, or maybe those who are responsible for such to try and think about it. That there is this there is this I would call it I call it a family, but there is this people or artists or I would say, because we don't know, or either they understand artists or musicians, but it's something that they were supposed to be aware of, because we go to university, to colleges and learn this craft, but they never ever set something, as a place where we can practice this craft, So I think it's high time, they gather and try to raise those kind of questions, when they meet, and see if they could be much helpful for us. But because we're very vulnerable musicians who, when they look at us, they think that we're making noise, of which it's for us it comes as an insult, you see, because few of us, background of few of us, we've been representing this country for years throughout the world, but our own people, they don't know that. They normally see us going, or maybe they will watch on TV, while we still keep the culture up out there, Same applies to, they could see, they can witness that from people like Caster Semenya, for example, How many people do they know that, those kind of things that are happening? Because Caster Semenya is something that is popular now, they're paying attention to it. But there's a lot of kind of things like that happens in township, of which they are not aware of. We've been representing this country for years abroad, and being well represented, For example, so there is this group from Thobela, they won awards, they're just around the corner, but no one will go there and just pay attention and acknowledge them, you see. But they are from here, around the corner, you see. So such projects as like Sawubona, like this, they think that we out of the way. No. We're developing our own society. We're developing our own people. We encourage them to do good. The music is not bad. Art was never bad at all. It's something that they should pay attention to it. So that's one of the biggest challenges. This is our loudest silence voice that we're trying to say out there. That there is a lot of good things that we can trade with. We know how to trade with. So it's a matter of development, of which it's none has been putting their foot that let's develop. We've been caught in a political background. A few of us were not inclined on those levels. Our focus is in art, so please, man, let them help us out there. That's a silent loud cry that they should be aware of, that people are not happy down there. Try to help them. Us. All of us. It's not all about Thobela, about Sawubona. A lot of townships, there's a lot of musicians out there, but they're silently quiet. Sawubona Music Jam, it's a home of a lot of quite good musicians. We have our elders, Abo Braka Mahlangu, Abo Temba Mukwena. Wow, there's a lot of packages, you know, old school, Patricia Majalis, Abo, Tabia, you know, those new generation that, you know, they come from this kind of platform that we all have created as musicians. And Mazwai, Nomi Mazwai, you know, there's a lot of them which I could name it. You know, Lloyd Mbele is the musical director in the house. Dihon is a new generation from Davidton, based in Soweto recently. We work with quite colleges, like schools, like college in Dobsonville College, you know, which has been headed by Ukumo. Hanya, yeah, is the one that you know, he brings a lot of school kids there to come and practice, you know, like in a real time with an audience. That's one of the platform that, you know, it's quite benefiting from what musicians have created. Like we have another network of Wheatbank by Sipho Malinga, you know, a legendary drummer as well, working with our brass, Lailo Slaughter, and so forth. Yeah, there is a lot of quite good, interesting musicians that we work with, and different companies and other, you know, Section 21 projects, you know, like non-profit organizations, things like that, that we work with closely. We have other companies, the disabled companies that we always work with, that, you know, we try to share whatsoever creativity with. Yeah, so it is those kind of packages that we actually packaging ourselves and try to expand and explore different places. Oh yeah, Sawubona Music Jam. Sawubona Music Jam. Sawubona Music Jam has this long vision. We don't want to be a project that just only ends up in our own backyard. But we're gonna develop a lot of Sawubona Music Jams out there. As long as you are a musician, you know, you cannot, you know, hold yourself back not to collaborate with other musicians. Actually, it's a platform of hope, whereby we can explore our creativity. So we're coming near your town soon, and we're gonna develop quite a number of musicians in your township somewhere, somehow. We'll try to find a way to collaborate with other companies and try to explore and develop other townships to actually endorse this kind of an ideology that we have, you know, of you know, free collaboration, a free exploration, a free creativity. Because, you know, the more you collaborate with other artists, the more you develop your creativity, the more you expand. Actually, you know, you become more versatile and be able to see other cultures, to be able to see other people how they do. So our future plan is to be more visible. Don't just be simple like that. We'll be more visible soon, and you know, as an artist, as fellow musician, Sawubona Music Jam is gonna be your next home somewhere in a different township. We're coming near you soon. So looking forward to collaborate with you. Looking forward to be more creative with, you know, all the new Yeah. We are on social media. More info, Sawubona Music Jam as one word. All the social media across, and then www.sawonamusicjam.co.za. You'll find more info and programs of what are we running, what are we doing, what our future plan, and more about it. It's who we are. As long as you're an artist, you're a Sawubona Music Jam. Believe you me, you'll need to collaborate with other artists so your craft could be able to be explored and be heard out there. It's not a bunch of superstars, we're just normal artists with quite good experience out there. We don't build superstar, we build a confident artist here. Oh yeah.